Welcome to the Pregnancy Help News Brief. I'm Lisa Bourne, Managing Editor of Pregnancy Help News. For our listeners who may be unfamiliar, Pregnancy Help News is the news site for Heartbeat International, the largest network of pregnancy help organizations in the U.S. and the world. Pregnancy Help News brings you news, commentary, and feature articles on the pregnancy help community, Heartbeat International, and the pro-life movement. Since our last Pregnancy Help News Brief, a lot has happened, so let's dive in. Heartbeat International is the subject of 2 lawsuits currently concerning the abortion pill reversal protocol. Heartbeat manages the Abortion Pill Rescue Network, and the Attorneys General of New York and California have both sued Heartbeat over its providing information about abortion pill reversal. California AG Rob Bonta sued Heartbeat International and Real Options Obria, a network of pregnancy help organizations operating in the state of California, in September 2023. In February of 2024, Heartbeat International and Real Options, represented by the legal nonprofit Thomas More Society, asked the California Superior Court to throw out the lawsuit. The judge issued a tentative ruling May 20th denying Heartbeat's motion to quash and overruling the demurrers of both Heartbeat and Real Options. Heartbeat and Real Options argued the following day that the First Amendment and reproductive choice rights at stake are of such constitutional import that the court should reconsider the tentative ruling. The court heard arguments from both sides on May 21st, and after it considers those arguments, it was expected to issue a ruling soon thereafter. If the court maintains the position in the tentative rulings, the case will proceed. In the other case, New York Attorney General Letitia James had sent notice of intent to sue April 22nd to Heartbeat International and several pregnancy help organizations regarding providing information about abortion pill reversal. On April 30th, Thomas More Society filed a complaint against AG James on behalf of Heartbeat International and the Pregnancy Help Collective. On May 1st, Thomas More Society filed an emergency injunction against AG James to halt the threatened prosecution of Heartbeat and the pregnancy help organizations. Attorney General James sued Heartbeat International and 11 New York pregnancy centers May 6th for promoting the abortion pill reversal treatment. As of publication of this Pregnancy Help News Briefs, hearings had occurred concerning the venue for the New York case, AG James attempting to have the case heard in Manhattan, and the pregnancy help organizations moving to have the case litigated in an upstate venue where the pregnancy help organizations are located. These cases are crucial for women for a number of reasons. It is believed that upwards of 80% of all abortions in the U.S. occur through chemical abortion, the abortion pill. The abortion pill comes in 2 parts and is approved by the FDA for use up to 10 weeks of pregnancy. The first chemical, mifepristone, or RU486, blocks the effects of progesterone, a hormone necessary for a pregnancy to thrive. The second part, misoprostol, expels the baby. Many women regret their abortions, and some choose to reverse the effects of chemical abortion drugs before taking the second drug, often saving their baby's life. If a woman has regrets after taking the first pill, the pregnancy may be saved through the Abortion Pill Rescue Network. There is a window between the first and second chemical abortion drug where the effects can be reversed and the baby can be saved. Chemical abortion is typically done up to 10 weeks gestation when an unborn baby has a heartbeat, fingers and toes, and his or her unique fingerprints begin to form. Abortion pill reversal uses the natural hormone progesterone to counteract the life-ending effects of chemical abortion drugs. Data suggests that abortion pill reversal has saved over 5,000 unborn lives and has a 64 to 68% success rate. Women should have the choice to reconsider going through with an abortion, and they deserve real health care. Heartbeat contends that abortion pill reversal stands as a safe and effective option for women who change their minds immediately after taking the abortion pill mifepristone, and that abortion pill reversal is supported by both scientific evidence and the lived experience of women who are holding their babies in their arms today after starting a chemical abortion and experiencing a successful reversal. Stay tuned to Pregnancy Help News, the Pregnancy Help News Brief, and Pregnancy Help Podcast for specifics on both cases. In other news, Heartbeat International held its annual Pregnancy Help Conference since we last brought you the Pregnancy Help News Brief. Heartbeat International's 53rd annual conference, held 24th to the 26th of April in Salt Lake City, drew one of the largest crowds ever for a conference west of the Mississippi River. About 1,300 attendees gathered on site, while another 700 attended virtually. This included 45 representatives from 16 of the 96 countries that are home to the 1,300 Heartbeat-affiliated pregnancy help organizations outside the U.S. The conference theme of United for Life arose out of the need to stand together and stay strong, according to Heartbeat's president, Jarrell Godsey. The pre-conference in-depth day offered 12 focused day-long presentations, including executive director and maternity housing roundtables, and sessions on pro-life apologetics, fundraising, human trafficking, trauma-informed care, abortion pill reversal, and post-abortion care. Medical professionals and life-affirming specialists could also receive continuing education units from several special workshops geared specifically for them throughout the conference. 78 in-person workshops and 54 virtual sessions filled the main conference schedule, categorized in tracks for center defense, client care, fundraising and marketing, leadership and staff stuff, medical advancement, housing, sexual integrity, soul care, and current trends. A concurrent Love Approach ultrasound clinical training took place for ultrasound professionals, and prayer stations, mass, and confession were available for attendees. Maternity housing leaders gathered to visit a local home, and life launch centers convened to share successes. Servant leaders in the pregnancy help movement were honored, and pregnancy help organizations observing milestone anniversaries were recognized. Pregnancy Help News has continued to report on the conference in the weeks following the event to give readers a taste of the many offerings that were part of the conference. Heartbeat announced the location of its 2025 annual Pregnancy Help Conference at the close of the 2024 conference. The location reveal is always highly anticipated by conference attendees, and the announcement made at the closing banquet for the event. The banquet room at the 2024 conference in Salt Lake City erupted into cheers at the announcement of next year's conference location, Birmingham, Alabama. Announcing the city for the 2025 Pregnancy Help Conference, Heartbeat International President Jarrell Godsey said, "We went west, and now we're going south." Citing the area's historic nature and raw materials, the reveal of the 2025 conference locale also laid the foundation for the choice and announced the 2025 conference theme. It said, "Rich in history and natural resources, where steel and iron are not only mined, but is symbolic of their strength and grit. Next spring, join us in Birmingham, Alabama. As iron sharpens iron, one person sharpens another, together towards tomorrow." The 2025 conference theme, Together Towards Tomorrow, echoes the collective journey of the pregnancy help movement from unity to community, building on the 2024 theme of United for Life. Watch Pregnancy Help News for reports on Heartbeat International's 2025 Annual Pregnancy Help Conference and how to go about inquiring to present or exhibit and register to attend. Amid all the breaking news surrounding Heartbeat's conference and the APR cases, Pregnancy Help News has continued to bring you news, feature articles, and commentary on the latest in the pregnancy help community, from the great work of individual pregnancy help organizations, individual client stories, proposed and impending legislation pertaining to the pregnancy help movement, attacks on pregnancy help, and successes in pregnancy help ministry. Remember, we report on you and for you. Don't hesitate to contact us with story ideas stemming from your corner of the pregnancy help world. We want to hear from you. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Pregnancy Help News Brief. We are so grateful to our host, Pregnancy Help Podcast. Subscribe to Pregnancy Help Podcast to be notified of our next episode and for all the great podcast content there. If you are not yet subscribed to the Pregnancy Help News Weekly Digest, we invite you to do so at pregnancyhelpnews.com. Whether with Pregnancy Help News or the Pregnancy Help News Brief and Pregnancy Help Podcast, stay tuned for more coverage of and for the pregnancy help community. Thank you again for joining us, and God bless you.